In our quest to understand human growth, we often turn to models that show us a path forward. The image of a spiral is a powerful one, suggesting that we do not simply move in straight lines, but circle back to old themes with new wisdom, always expanding upward and outward. Today, we will explore two profound spirals that guide our understanding of existence. One is a map carefully drawn by human minds to chart our psychological and social evolution through distinct stages of development. The other is a song, a timeless melody sung by the soul, which reminds us of our deeper, more resonant nature beyond the constructs of any single lifetime or culture. Both are spirals of growth, yet they operate in vastly different realms. The first spiral, which many of you may have heard of, is called spiral dynamics. This is a brilliant model of human consciousness, a kind of psychological cartography that maps how our values, belief systems, and ways of living evolve over time. It is a tool for understanding the complex tapestry of human society, helping us see why different people, organizations, and even entire nations think and act the way they do. It provides a framework for comprehending the deep forces that shape our world, from the most basic survival instincts to the most integrated global visions. It is a ladder of complexity, showing how humanity has climbed and continues to climb through various stages of being. On the other hand, we have a less known but equally vital concept, spiral consciousness. This is not a ladder to be climbed or a series of stages to be achieved within a single human experience. Instead, it is a spiral of resonance, a reflection of the soul's ancient memory and its harmonic alignment with the universe itself. It speaks to the tones, frequencies, and vibrations that our deeper self carries across many lifetimes. Where spiral dynamics maps the what and how of human development in the world, spiral consciousness attunes us to the why from a perspective that transcends the individual mind. It is the Oversoul's gentle hum, the music playing in the background of our human drama. Understanding both spirals gives us a more complete picture of our journey. One helps us navigate the external world of people, systems, and societies with greater clarity and compassion. The other invites us to listen inward, to connect with the eternal part of ourselves that is not defined by any stage or color. Spiral dynamics is the architecture of our evolving ego and mind, a necessary structure for our collective human project. Spiral consciousness is the sacred geometry of the soul, the timeless pattern that informs our existence from a much higher vantage point. Together, they offer both a practical guide for living and a profound invitation to remember who we truly are. Spiral dynamics emerged from the pioneering work of psychologist Claire W. Graves and was later developed by Chris Cowan. It is a model that describes the evolution of human value systems, or VMEMs, as they emerge in response to changing life conditions. Think of it as a staircase of human potential, where each step represents a more complex way of thinking and organizing society. Each stage is assigned a color for easy reference: beige for survival, purple for tribal safety, red for egocentric power, blue for order and purpose, orange for strategic achievement, green for community and harmony, and beyond. These colors are not labels for people, but rather for the systems of thinking that flow through them. This model is fundamentally a hierarchy, meaning that each new stage transcends and includes the previous ones. A person or culture operating from orange, for instance, still possesses the capacities for blue order, red power, and so on. They have simply added a new layer of complexity to their worldview. This hierarchical nature is crucial because it helps us understand why communication breaks down between different stages and how to build bridges. It is a powerful diagnostic tool for businesses, governments, and communities seeking to solve complex problems. By identifying the dominant memes at play in a situation, we can design more effective and appropriate solutions that honor where people are. The primary purpose of spiral dynamics is to map the evolution of the human mind and its social expressions. It shows us the shadow side of our collective journey, the intricate, often messy, and ever-unfolding drama of human consciousness as it grapples with reality. It is a map of the external world, a way to make sense of the patterns we see in history, politics, and culture. It helps us understand why a one-size-fits-all solution rarely works and encourages us to meet challenges with a more nuanced and systemic perspective. It is the science of human values, offering a clear lens through which to view the world we have built and continue to build. Ultimately, spiral dynamics provides a language for our collective growth. It is a practical, grounded framework that allows us to see the invisible forces shaping our lives. It is not about judging one stage as better than another. Each is a necessary and valuable expression of the human spirit, adapting to its environment. Its strength lies in its ability to chart the territory of our shared psychological landscape, giving us the coordinates to navigate the complex challenges of our time. It is a map of the human game, showing us the rules, the players, and the levels we have collectively created and are moving through. Now let us turn our attention to the other spiral, the one that hums beneath the surface of our daily lives. Spiral consciousness is not a model of psychological development or societal stages. It is not a ladder you climb in one lifetime, nor is it about achieving a certain level of awareness. Instead, it is about resonance. It speaks to the idea that your soul, or oversoul, carries a unique vibrational signature, a harmonic tone that has been refined across countless experiences and expressions. This is the music of your being, a deep, intrinsic memory that exists independently of your current personality, culture, or belief system. It is about a state of alignment, not a stage of progress. Think of spiral consciousness not as a staircase, but as a musical instrument. Your life is an opportunity to tune this instrument to its most authentic and resonant frequency. This process is not linear or hierarchical. You do not achieve a higher note by discarding a lower one. Instead, you learn to play the full chord of your being, integrating all the tones and memories your soul has gathered. This spiral is about feeling, not thinking. It is an internal compass that guides you toward experiences, people, and places that are in harmonic alignment with your soul's core frequency, and away from those that create dissonance. It is a deeply personal and intuitive process of attuning to your own truth. The focus here is entirely different from spiral dynamics. Where dynamics maps external systems and collective values, spiral consciousness explores the internal landscape of the soul's presence. It is concerned with your soul's memory, the wisdom it has accumulated, and its unique purpose for being here now. This is not about social adaptation, but about soul expression. It is the source from which our deepest intuitions, creative inspirations, and feelings of profound connection arise. It is the why behind the what, the harmonic source that subtly influences the life path you choose, the challenges you face, and the gifts you are here to share. It is the song your soul came here to sing. This perspective invites us to see our lives as a dance of resonance. We are constantly broadcasting our soul's frequency and receiving the frequencies of others and the world around us. The aim of working with spiral consciousness is to become more aware of our own music and to consciously choose to live in a way that honors it. This means cultivating stillness, listening to our intuition, and trusting the subtle pulls and pushes from our deeper self. It is a path of remembering, of peeling back the layers of societal conditioning to reveal the luminous harmonic core of our eternal being. It is the source code, while spiral dynamics describes the software running on it. So how do these two powerful spirals relate to one another? The key difference lies in their purpose and effect. Spiral dynamics is a map of the mind's evolution in the material world. It is the shadow play of consciousness as it builds civilizations and structures. Spiral consciousness, however, is the light that casts the shadow. It is the harmonic source, the subtle music of the soul that informs our journey from behind the scenes. One is a brilliant human-made tool for understanding the game of life. The other is a connection to the timeless player who is living it. We need both to navigate our existence with wisdom and grace. To integrate them is to become a master of both the outer and inner worlds. Use spiral dynamics as your guide to understand the society you live in. Use it to have compassion for those at different stages of development, to communicate more effectively, and to contribute to solving collective problems. Recognize the VMEMs at play in your workplace, your community, and your own thinking. This map will help you navigate the complexities of human interaction with less friction and more understanding. It allows you to honor the necessary stages of growth that we must all move through, both individually and as a species. It is the practical wisdom for living on Earth. At the same time, cultivate your connection to spiral consciousness for your inner guidance. This is your sacred work. Meditate, spend time in nature, and listen to the quiet whispers of your soul. Pay attention to what feels resonant and what feels dissonant in your life. This is your soul communicating with you, guiding you toward your highest path of expression. This inner tuning has little to do with your level on the spiral dynamic staircase. A person at any stage can have a profound connection to their soul's music. This is the source of your deepest fulfillment, creativity, and sense of purpose. It is the spiritual wisdom for living from your soul. Let us reimagine the spiral not just as a ladder we must ascend, but as a beautiful, unfolding song and a cosmic dance. Our life is a performance where we are both the dancer and the music. Spiral dynamics helps us understand the choreography of the dance floor, the steps, the patterns, the other dancers. Spiral consciousness invites us to feel the rhythm in our own heart, to remember the melody that is uniquely ours to express. By embracing both, we move beyond human maps and begin to live as whole beings, grounded in worldly wisdom, guided by soul memory, and fully alive to the magnificent, spiraling journey of existence.